Hi folks, CR Heckaman here from Everybody Has a Story, once again in support of the League of Women Voters of the South Bend area. If you'd like to learn more about our mission to support local artists and charities, please visit our website at www.ehassb.com. Or you can find us on Facebook by searching for Everybody Has a Story South Bend. Now, I'd like to begin tonight with two songs, one written by a Beatle and another written for a Beatle. The first song is Blackbird, written by Paul McCartney in 1968 after he had read about the race riots in the United States. It's his song of solidarity with African Americans at that time. The second song I wrote, called Rose-Colored Glasses, and it was written after I saw a picture posted by Yoko Ono, which depicted John Lennon's blood-splattered glasses sitting on the windowsill of their New York City apartment. Blackbird. Blackbird singing in the dead of night, take these broken wings and learn to fly. Oh, your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arrive. Blackbird singing in the dead of night, take these sunken eyes and learn to see. Oh, your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly, into the light of the dawn black night. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly, into the light of the dawn black night. Blackbird sing in the dead of night, take these broken wings and learn to fly. Oh, your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. Cheers. I saw your rose-colored glasses lying on the ground. I watched them searching frantically. You were nowhere to be found. Then you changed from flesh to ashes in the blink of an eye. For 20 years I watched you live, and then I saw you die. Oh, we are saying, give peace a chance. Can you imagine we've come together at last? Don't need no magic, no heaven above, just open up your heart. All you need is love. I heard your voice in the darkness, saw the light shine in the gloom. You sang to me so sweetly in the solace of my room. Then you asked us all to listen as she spoke truth to power. It broke our hearts completely when came that fated hour. Oh, we are saying, give peace a chance. Can you imagine we've come together at last? Don't need no magic, no heaven above. Just open up your heart. All you need is love. I saw your rose-colored glasses lying on the sill, staring out at a broken world, and I guess they like us still. And I think they always will. Oh, we are saying, give peace a chance. Can you imagine we've come together at last? Don't need no magic, no heaven above. Just open up your heart. All you need is love. Just open up your heart. It's only love. I imagine that many of you, like me, do believe or have believed that we all have the universal right to vote in the United States. You might be surprised to hear, however, that many constitutional scholars believe that we only have a privilege to vote and not a right. You see, the main body of our Constitution does not mention the right to vote for all citizens. The Constitution turns the administration of the vote over to each state. So over our history, the right to vote has actually been doled out as a privilege to those deemed worthy by the state. Initially, the states gave the franchise only to white men of means, about 6% of the population. Eventually, this was expanded to include all white males by the mid-19th century. In time, through long, hard, and terrible struggles, freed slaves, women, and indigenous peoples all formally achieved the franchise. Yet there is still no absolute right to vote guaranteed in our Constitution. Amendments contain prohibitions against suppressing the vote on certain grounds, like race, gender, condition of servitude, and poll taxes, but no amendment stipulates that you cannot suppress the vote on other grounds. Some states have worked hard to ensure that all citizens have the same opportunity to vote. Other states, however, have employed strategies to suppress the vote in some communities. Our courts have a mixed record when it comes to intervening to protect the vote, unfortunately. This has led to the current situation, in which the ability to vote is distributed unevenly in our country. We do not all have the same right or privilege to vote. The League of Women Voters was born from the suffragettes, women who had to fight to vote to gain the right to vote. The League is strongly committed to the doctrine of one person, one vote, which simply means that all votes should matter equally and that every voter should have the same free and fair opportunity to vote. If enacted into law, this principle would ultimately lead to the end of the Electoral College, gerrymandering, and the unequal distribution of voting opportunities in each jurisdiction. My partners, Steve Sult and Shari Herman, and I started Everybody Has a Story because we wanted to support the people of Michiana, often unheralded and unrecognized, who daily do the work to bring positive change to our community. We call them the extraordinary, ordinary people. We have been privileged to meet so many of these folks over the past 7 years. And we found many of them in the membership of the League of Women Voters. They work tirelessly to inform, educate, advocate for, and register voters. They do the heavy lifting required to help make this a more perfect union, which our Constitution calls for. If you would like to help these extraordinary, ordinary people, I urge you to go to the League of Women Voters website, that is League of Women Voters of the South Bend area, and sign up to volunteer or donate, or perhaps both. In the following segment, the League of Women Voters will make a presentation, and then after that, our friends from Kennedy's Kitchen will give us some wonderful music. I'll return then to wrap things up, give one more song, and tell you about what we'll do next week. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll see you in a little bit.
Hi, my name's Judy Bradford, and this is Mary McAfee, my friend and fellow member of the League of Women Voters of the South Bend area. Like many other organizations with a 100-year history, the League for many years did not welcome people that looked like Mary. The racism that existed in the women's suffrage movement was transferred to the League, even as it proclaimed to uphold the voting rights of all citizens and work to improve the social and economic status of all Americans. Women of color were forced to form their own leagues or units in some areas of the country, and full membership status was granted in only a handful of local leagues. Since the 1960s, women of color have become full members, though. But they were still not entirely visible, since they were not widely shown in marketing materials or publicity. There was no effort to fully welcome them, and no effort towards diversity, equity, and inclusion. But for the past 30 years, we've slowly moved forward by welcoming all women of color into our membership and onto our governing boards. In the past few years, too, the League has openly acknowledged its racist past and has apologized for it. Most recently, the League has adopted a formal diversity, equity, and inclusion policy. And now Mary, who just joined back in May, wants to tell you why she joined the League.
The League of Women Voters, I really appreciate. I joined them as a new individual here in the community and looking to get involved. The League of Women Voters is a very diverse group, and that I appreciate. They work well together. It's kind of like the body. You have the arms, the legs, the eyes, the ears, and everything working together in unison makes a well-oiled machine. I also appreciate the fact that they are nonpartisan. So by being nonpartisan, the League of Women Voters can promote and offer you public policy, information, voters education, voters registration, without trying to change your mind. Your opinion is your opinion, but they arm you and inform you with the right information so that you're able to make a knowledgeable decision that affects your family, your career, your job, and your community. And that's what I like about the League of Women Voters. It's an awesome group of individuals working together.
Great. The African American vote is very important because it's been suppressed. The Voting Rights Act of 1965 was supposed to solve the problem, but a ruling in 2013 by the Supreme Court had the effect of turning back a lot of the effects of that act, making it harder for African Americans to vote. Voter suppression has reared its ugly head again, and it needs to be confronted head on. Please help us get out the vote by encouraging African Americans to vote on November 3rd. You can also join the League by visiting lwvsouthbend.org and clicking on the Join Renew tab. Voting information can also be found there. Let's say it together. lwvsouthbend.org. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody. All right, we're going to start off with, we're going to start off with a song. And where did we learn this?
We learned this from the Sheets Family Band down in Boone, North Carolina. The song was written in 1951 by Ola Belle Reed, and it's just as true, if not more true, today.
It's got a lovely chorus, if you'd like to sing along at home. Sun is shining, flowers blooming everywhere. Birds are singing, a soft wind blowing. There's a message in the air. If I could have one wish, know it would come true. I wish that God would give us strength to know just what to do, and we could tear down the fences all in. Fences created by such evil men, and we could tear down the fences all in. We could walk together again. We could walk together again. Dark clouds are rising, there's no sunshine anywhere. Strong winds blowing, God give us wisdom to hear your message in the air. I could have one wish, know it would come true. I wish that God would give us strength to know just what to do, and we could tear down the fences all in. Fences created by such evil men, and we could tear down the fences all in. We could walk together again. We could walk together again. Sun is shining, flowers blooming everywhere. Birds are singing, a soft wind blowing. There's a message in the air. I could have one wish, know it would come true. I wish that God would give us strength to know just what to do, and we could tear down the fences all in. Fences created by such evil men, and we could tear down the fences all in. We could walk together again, and we could tear down the fences all in. Fences created by such evil men, and we could tear down the fences all in. We could walk together again. We could walk together again. We could walk together again. Oh, Ola Belle Reed, just a great song. All right, gonna sing you one of my songs. Will be a little adjustment here to the camera. And we will change guitars. And I'm going to sing you Indiana is not named in this song, but it was on my mind when I wrote it, almost 25 years ago. And the song looks back, a good 100 years before that, 100 or so. One of the things that I did not learn in school here in Indiana growing up was that Indiana, at various times in our history, has hosted the national headquarters of the Ku Klux Klan. I think that should have been part of my education. So this is this Ku Klux Klan story. Again, a little bit of Indiana history. Oops, we'll want this. Oh, I get to show you my COVID haircut. I'm just gonna let it go until we're done with this. Old Jacob, fine and gentle man, he was 85 years old, finally bought his land. Raised 15 children, 9 of them were sons, hands of rusty iron, $400 and a gun. Old Jacob built himself a home, first in all his 85 years he could call his own. Laugh and tell old stories sitting by the fire, hungry, hard and hurting, singing they sounded like a choir. Old Jacob worked that land so hard, into the fields at dawn he worked till darkness come. His sons and his daughters, though still left alive, side by side with Jacob, trying to survive. Old Jacob was on his way to town to buy supplies and pay some bills on loans that he had drawn. Spied 4 men on horseback, white sheets on their heads. Old Jacob, he knew that he was dead. Old Jacob knew those men by name. Charlie owned the bank in town. Fred, he drove the train. John, a fellow farmer. Joe, his only son. Old Jacob, he reached down for his gun. Then old Jacob raised his hand and said, Charlie, Joe, and Fred and John, you've white sheets on your heads. Stand aside or kill me, I have no regrets. I'm on my way to town today to pay my honest debts. Old Jacob a religious man, prayed to God he'd not use the gun held in his hand, heard voices shouting as he turned toward the sun. Down that hill in raging glory came old Jacob's sons. Old Jacob, fine and gentle man, he was 85 years old when he finally bought his land. Raised 15 children, 9 of them were sons. Hands of rusty iron, $400 and a gun. Thank you. Thank you, CR, for asking us to do this, and to the League of Women Voters for your faith in the process of self-government. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hi again. I want to thank Mary and Judy for their important presentation. And of course, I want to thank John and Chris from Kennedy's Kitchen for their wonderful music. You know, Kennedy's Kitchen has been with us since our inception 7 years ago. They played at the first concert and they've joined us on other occasions. We love them. Our audiences love them. They are always so willing to jump in and participate when it comes to doing something for the community. Thanks again, guys. We really appreciate your efforts. Next week, we are going to continue looking at the League of Women Voters in South Bend. And we're also going to introduce a new talent, well, new for us, Anna P.S., who is a wonderful singer-songwriter. And she's going to give us the best of her work. You can check her out by going to www.annapsmusic.com. Or you can also find her on Facebook. I'm going to finish with a song called Hard Times Come Again No More, written by maybe America's most famous songwriter, Stephen Foster, who wrote Beautiful Dreamer, Camptown Races, Oh Susanna, My Old Kentucky Home, and so on. He died early at 37 and led under tragic circumstances. So he knew a little something about hard times. I'm going to present this as a kind of offering in solidarity to all of those out there who have suffered hard times during this strange and unique year. Let us pause in life's pleasures and count its many tears, while we all sup sorrow with the poor. There's a song that will linger forever in our ears. Oh, hard times come again no more. While we seek mirth and beauty in music light and gay, there are frail forms fainting at the door. Though their voices are silent, their pleading looks will say, oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times, come again, no more. Many days you've lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times, come again no more. There's a pale sorrow maiden who toils her life away with a worn heart whose better days are o'er. Though her voice would be merry, 'tis sighing all the day. Oh, hard times, come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times, come again no more. Many days you've lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times, come again no more. 'Tis a sigh that is wafted across the troubled wave. 'Tis a wail heard upon this shore. 'Tis a dirge that is murmured around the lowly grave. Oh, hard times, come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times, come again no more. Many days you've lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times, come again no more. Many days you've lingered around my cabin door. Oh,